working on seals eating off fishing nets. Our problem is happening in New England, Maine. Seals are deciding to feast straight out of fishing gear, which is lowering the fishermen's profit, as the fishermen say, and putting seals' lives in danger because they get caught in the net or lose their hunting ability due to laziness. Something that contributed to this problem is a growing seal population that was caused by the Marine Mammal Protection Act, or the MMPA, in 1972, which was made to protect the seals from being hunted to near extinction. But it is also a good thing that the population began to grow. We contacted Kimberly Murray, a NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Federal, to talk about this problem. She told us that pingers, which are meant to scare away harbor porpoises, actually attract seals to the nets. She also told us that seals are most destructive in March and April, which is very important information for timing. Why? Because they need to forage after brooding, when they don't eat very much. So after a lot of research, we thought of three possible solutions. We could modify the pinger so that only porpoises could hear it, or we can make a different net design. We found a Swiss paper on net designs that said this could work. Finally, we could work on timing. We could change the fishermen's habits. On to Theo on failed possible solutions.
Some failed possible solutions that are meant to scare away seals but not necessarily hurt them, that have been tried other places. They have used small explosives to scare away seals, similar to a M80 firecracker. They have used bad music, and then pingers, but Carter later is going to talk about them, and shooting them with rubber bullets, but that did not do anything because they have such a thick layer of blubber. Now on to Carter to talk about pingers.
Porpoises are afraid of the sound that fishermen play, but my problem is that it's a dinner bowl to seals. So what can we do? What if I could change the sound so that seals can't hear it, but porpoises can? Well, if we change the sound frequency so fish and seals can't hear it, but porpoises can, seals and porpoises will not get caught in fishermen's nets. The graph shows how some marine mammals and fish hear different sound frequencies. The graph is not the full data. It just shows the important mammals, in this case, seals, porpoises, and fish. If you look at either one, you'll see that fish can hear up to 1 kilohertz, seals can hear up to 75 kilohertz, but dolphins, they can hear up to 180 kilohertz. If we change the frequency of the pinger to about 76 kilohertz, nothing will hear it except for the porpoises. Seals will not swim towards something they can't hear, porpoises will not come towards the bad noise, and they'll swim away. Now to my brother Lewis.
Through my research, I found out that the normal size for a commercial cod fishing net is approximately 5-inch by 5-inch holes. I had to find out the typical length of a cod, look at a picture and count the amount of holes across the fish, then divide the length of the cod by the number of holes. I have made a sample net about that size. My net does not represent the strength or thickness of the rope, but you can have an understanding of how easy it would be for a seal to get its head or flipper caught in the net. Original nets were made out of wool or silk. Now they are mostly made out of nylon. I think nylon is a very good material and shouldn't be changed much. I feel that if you made smaller holes and reinforced the nylon, it would help keep the seals from stealing fish and getting tangled. We could also try nylon with ink on the inside so that when a seal bites it, ink would spray out and the seal would not be able to see. Another option would be to use spiky rope that feels unpleasant to bite or yucky rope that tastes bad. I have attached some more images of different designs that people have tried, and my personal favorite is the inky rope, and then you could do around 2-inch holes. Now on to my friend Henry to wrap it up.
The other solution I've thought of is if fishermen can change their habits of fishing instead of seals changing their habits. Because according to my research, I found that seals are very curious and smart and don't usually give up their habits. According to the experts we talked to, we found seals are most active around fishing nets in March and April. I already said that, but why not say it again? Are fishermen that active in March and April? If so, maybe they could change what day they fish at the most. Thank you for listening, and I hope we did a good job.
So you said that they use a pinger or something to try to scare away the dolphins, but right now it actually, it might do that, but it actually attracts the seals?
Yep.
So the seals hear that and they know that there's a fisherman nearby?
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh, fish, I want some.
So are the seals getting stuck in the net, or they're coming around and they're trying to get
They're
the fish out of
both.
it?
They're both, they're swimming
they're-
around it, they're trying to climb above it, and
Trying to bite
they're
it?
trying to bite it, which is getting them.
What about that
Stop.
fisherman
To
that
get the
lost?
fish
Yeah.
out?
How much
But
money?
then
yeah, some
they get lazy,
fishermen
but
lost-
if the survival of that, then they get really, really lazy and they can't hunt fish.
Some
But
fishermen
people
in
do that.
I think South or Africa, he lost like $230,000 over his life because of seals stealing fish from.
Out of his nets? What's the pictures on the 4 pictures on the bottom, the one with the net there?
Oh, those? That's like a That's like.
That's a demonstration how seals get stuck in the net.
Oh, that one's tangled up. That one looks like he's stuck too. Okay. And you said that from your research, right now, this is a real problem in New England? So
Yeah.
Yeah. Maine.
New England,
In
Maine.
Maine? Okay. So how did you pick this for your topic? Were you doing something in school studying this?
No, we just kind of randomly thought that right off the head. We thought of fishermen killing seals. And
So first we thought about what animal, and we chose seals. Then we came up with problems about how seals or interactions between humans and seals, and rather unanimously we chose seals getting killed by fishermen
I
because
thought
of the
you
nets.
meant- Sorry.
And then we
I didn't
found locations, and it was mostly happening in Maine. So we did more research on that, and then we found lots of possible solutions. But as Lewis said, he has his favorite inky rope with about 2-inch holes, and Henry had maybe they could change their habits. The fishermen could.
And then the one over here was to go to a different frequency of the.
Yeah, that's
This is
that's
like
the
how
graph that
close.
That's how close they usually get. So fish are right next to it because they get caught in fishermen's nets. Seals are like wandering around.
And they're swimming
like,
away because of
yeah,
the
they're swimming away because they don't like the noise that fishermen play.
And that's the graph of like the amount of purine.
So that speaker for the pinger, do they drop that, is that like right underneath the boat, or is it back?
Isn't
side
it
of the
attached to the
It's
nets?
attached to the net.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like
So
a
it's like a
few.
little piece, and I'm pretty sure you just put it on the net.
It's just like it clips on the net.
Yeah.
And your idea was to have the ink in that they bite
Yeah.
it and then it cloud up and they couldn't
Yeah,
see?
so like when they bite it, it would like puncture like an ink thing, and then the ink would spray.
like
Like, you know those
compound ink.
Okay.
You know those little fake blood things that you like bite and then like you use it on Halloween costumes?
Yeah,
It would be like that.
and then
Well,
it would
And it would
just
spray
cloud
Yeah.
up the water.
Yeah, and then the seal would not be able to see.
and kind of freak out like, what's going on?
And so what are the solutions that have been tried so far?
So Orca colored fabric.
No, that hasn't been tried.
The Orca sound chip has.
Yeah, the
Doesn't
Orca
work.
sound chip has, but seals can tell the difference between.
The recording of the actual thing.
Yeah.
That's
Was
not.
that fooled?
No, they're
Oh.
really not.
They tested that in California.
And then I think I read something that said they'd use like giant fiberglass models of a orca.
And drag that under the water?
Yeah.
Did that work?
No, I didn't. I don't think it did.
Then why did you?
Well, no,
We
it's what,
never
it's what
said
they
it.
tried, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's,
That's what they tried.
that's what research is. You try something, it didn't work, you try something, you try something, you try something.
Over and over
It's
and
the
over.
what we learned in STEM, the
Yeah,
engineering
engineering
design
design
process.
It's okay if you fail 99 times if the 100th time it actually works, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
What was the most interesting thing you learned in your research? Something you didn't know before?
That's all.
How
that's a good
strange this
question.
problem is.
Yeah.
I like never even thought about it.
Yeah, how we'd never heard it, or what really surprises me is how easily seals can just accidentally make one mistake trying to get the fish out, and they get their head caught or the flipper caught, and they can't move out. Can't move out of it.
And they're mammals, right? So
Yeah,
they have to
they're
come
mammals.
to the surface to breathe.
Yep.
So they probably end up just getting, they just drown, right? They
Well, not when the fishermen bring it up, they're probably still caught on and they can breathe, but.
Oh yeah, I think so. There's lots of pictures of like them with it around their necks.
And it's
And
kind of
then-
like cutting.
So I think maybe they bite off the net surrounding them so that they can go back up. But still, then they
Yeah.
have a giant net around their neck.
They're choking them a little.
Yeah.
There's this picture where it cut right through their blubber.
So if you could study this some more, what other areas would you wanna look into?
I think
Canada maybe because aren't they having a problem with seals or something?
that's PETA. That's pretty big.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, we
Canada.
thought about that.
Canada is like
They're just
slaying
seals.
baby harp. They're like
maybe harp seals.
hitting baby
But that's-
harp seals.
But
with
that's not really
appetites.
something we should research. It's just way too big. It's not. That's not something fifth graders.
No, we could research it, but
Yeah, but
like
this
the
that
next
would-
thing we would probably do is contact the fishermen and find when they were most active
and see. Yeah.
see how much it would cost to make one of those.
And see if they would be willing to change the date they fish at. If they aren't, well,
Do they fish year round though?
let's say they're most active when seals are most active. Then maybe they could change when the peak season is.
And you
But
said
that also
the-
depends on when the fish are there.
Oh yeah,
You said that the seals
And how deep they are.
are more going after the fish right after breeding season, so because they're weak from.
Oh yeah, they don't leave.
They don't eat much.
Yeah,
so
they
get
can't
really
eat
hungry.
much during that time.
Okay. So yeah, if the fishermen could maybe not fish during those months or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe they have to fish year round. Maybe that's when the fish bite
Yeah.
better.
That's a good question to ask. Maybe if we continue this.
Okay. And who have you shared it with so far? Do you have other teams
We
at
have
school?
resources here.
Wendy Gabriel, Michael Palmer, Sean Hayes, and Kimberly Murray. They're all from NOAA.
Oh, that's who you talked to? The folks from-
Yeah.
Okay. And did they have,
Yeah.
They have
ideas
a
of-
doctor,
of
Yeah, for the
Angela
next-
Stansberry from University of St. Andrews.
She gave us, I think,
She gave us other she gave us more detail about what the pingers are.
okay.
Kimberly also, Lewis asked some questions to Kimberly and G about all this, about the netting, and she gave him some pretty good information, actually.
Any idea how much these nets cost?
That's what we would contact the fishermen for.
Okay.
On how much
That's what I was thinking about because it uses
it's pretty hard to make,
Like-
maybe.
it would be harder to
Take
make
a lot of technology.
like the 45-degree double netting because
You'd have to set a net on top of a net at 45 degrees. That'd be hard.
and then
Well, how
you'd
would
have
it
to
be?
lay them out and then
Yeah, so these are just like all the solutions. It doesn't, they aren't
And this is just
necessarily.
different geometries of the net, you said?
Yeah, like this one.
That's the 45.
That's a heavy duty.
This one.
Oh, just bigger.
like
Thicker
thicker
rope.
rope,
But then the sinks can get there.
But you like the ink one the best, right?
with 2-inch holes instead of 5.
Yeah, with like this, which would be
What's
like.
yucky? That would,
That one would just taste bad.
Tastes very, very bad. Make it taste like, something they don't really like to eat.
well, that would teach them not to bite the nets, right?
Yeah. Why do you keep biting this thing again?
All right. Anything else that you want to share today?
I don't. I think I've shared quite a bit.
Okay. I don't really have anything to do.
Do you?
Well, good job, guys. Thank you.